We have lost contact with a battle group in the Norg system. It could be a Starfleet assault, but that system is deep within Imperial territory. It seems unlikely that an enemy fleet would have made it that far without being detected. Not to mention any number of more critical targets along the way. Needless to say, the High Council wants answers. You and I are to conduct an investigation at once. The war continues. I am picking up the remains of several Klingon vessels on sensors. If these readings are correct, they were all destroyed in a matter of moments. One thing is clear. The weaponry used to defeat these ships was not Federation technology. We need to get closer and learn more. Greet them soon in Sovagor. I am starting to run an analysis of the energy readings in the debris fields. So far, the weapon signatures do not match anything in our file, and they may be back for more. A series of subspace rifts has opened.
Vessels! This system now belongs to the Fakiri Horde! You are trespassing and will pay for that crime! It is no game, Klingon filth! We take killing your kind very, very seriously indeed! Yes, it is a good day for you to die! Send them on!
They're locking weapons! We can solve the riddle of these Fakiri later. For now, we must fight! Kapla! own two eyes. The Fakiri are real. Until today, I thought they were the stuff of myth, of stories told to frighten children. Indeed. And wait! Incoming signal from Kronos. The homeworld. All available forces are ordered to return to the Praxis Belt immediately. The data on the attackers. It's the Fakiri. We must return to Kronos and assist in the defense. The Fakiri have bypassed most of our defenses with their portals. We need to strike quickly before they eliminate the planetary defense grid. Concentrate fire on the portals. Eliminate them. And we can stop the arrival of Fakiri reinforcements. I am detecting a group of Fakiri vessels approaching the orbital command station. We cannot let them take it. Come, let us battle the...
have heard tales of your recent victories in battle. It is good to fight at the side of such a warrior. Thank you for leaving some of these demons for us to battle. I have never fought a mythological creature before. It was a glow.
The battle awaits us all on the surface. Valkyrie troops are attacking KDF headquarters. The enemy is near. Local defense forces are fighting bravely, but they are in danger of being overwhelmed. Let us join the battle.
We will secure this area against further attacks.
I'm picking up a concentration of Valkyrie near the Great Hall. That is where they will make their last push. We should advance toward the enemy position, past the exchange and the Hall of Justice. Still need to deal with the Valkyrie and the Lake of Fire. With the Hall of Justice secured, we must continue on toward the Great Hall of the High Council. Reinforcements are transporting in to aid us! Keep fighting! Roar! For the Empire! The courtyard is under control now, but some Valkyrie have entered the Great Hall. They mean to slay the High Council.
Kalis. A mythological creature nearly ran me through in battle. Here, at the heart of the Empire. I would know more about this attack. Why were these Fakiri here? What was their goal? Indeed! You have done well today, warriors. For your bravery, I will give you the honor of dealing with these demons.
When I received my first assignment on a starship, my father told me I would see many strange things in the service of the Empire. After today, I know his words to be true. The Fakiri, demons of myth, here, alive, and seeking revenge. Madness. Chancellor Jimpak has given us a great honor. I look forward to fighting the Fakiri with you once again.
Congratulations, General.
In legend, the Fakiri are an army of the damned. Their return heralds the rise of their leader from the depths of Grethor. And if Mola returns to the realm of the living, he will rule an empire of blood for 1,000 years. I did not take such things seriously until a Fakiri invader nearly killed me in battle. Now they have my full attention. I intend to make them regret it. Speak to the law singers outside the Great Hall. Try to find some facts within the ancient myths. Perhaps you can discover what motivates these demons, and where they will strike next. Serve the Empire well.
Do you wish to hear a tale of Kalis? I weave tales of glory and honor. Ages ago, I weave tales of glory and honor.
Hail! Do you wish to hear tales of the Empire? The Fakiri. Like many others, I thought they were the stuff of legends. That has changed. We all know the stories. How the Fakiri came forth from the darkest depths of Grethor itself to do the bidding of Molor. How they raised the land, and how Kalis the Unforgettable put an end to their reign of terror. But now, I must wonder, are there truths hidden within the legends? For some time, there have been those among us who believed the Fakiri were more than a myth. It was not a popular belief. The discovery of the Sword of Kalis gave strength to those believers, however. For if the great weapon of the first Emperor was real, could not his great foes have been real as well? The invasion of this great city by the Fakiri horde will no doubt give them even greater cause. We must study the Fakiri lore from the time of Kalis, only this time with a more open mind. My father, Tehran, is an expert on the Sword of Kalis and the facts and fables that surround it. You would... Hail! Do you wish to hear...
I weave tales of glory and honor. Ah, yes. Many Klingons turn their thoughts to the weapon of the first Emperor these days. A Fakiri invasion would do that, I suppose. Put simply, there is no greater weapon in our history. With the Sword of Kalis in my hand, I could face an entire fleet and win. It seems we have need of such a mighty blade once more. For some time, the monks of Boreth safeguarded the weapon, until the coming of the Herc several thousand years ago. They took the blade from us, and it was thought to be lost forever. There are some who say that Dahar, Master Kor, and Worf found the blade. And yet, when I speak of it to Worf, he turns away without a word. The son of Moog is here now. He is a stubborn man, but he always strives to do the right thing for the Empire. And the Empire needs the Sword of Kalis now, perhaps more than ever before. Ask him yourself. Perhaps you will succeed where I have failed. I leave Tail.
Greetings. How may fight with honor? You speak of the Fakiri. The Fakiri share many characteristics with our ancient enemies. However, one of the things I learned during my time in Starfleet was that things are not always as they seem. It may be that the true enemy is hiding behind legends until they choose to reveal themselves. That is a task for the lore singers. Suffice it to say that it has power beyond that of a normal weapon. Not only can it rend flesh and bone, it can control hearts. To my regret, I found that I was not up to the task of being the sword's master. This is a story that I am loath to share without good reason. However, I know you to be honorable and a friend to the House of Martel. I do not believe you would ask without reason. I accompanied Daha Master Kor and Jadzia Dax on a search for the Sword of Kalis. Kor had uncovered information during his time as a diplomat to Vulcan that he believed would lead us to the sword's location. He was correct. We found the sword on a Herc world in the Gamma Quadrant. The sword brought the dark sides of our natures to the surface. We argued over who was to keep the blade. I might have even done the unthinkable and killed for the blade, if Jadzia had not been there to stop me. Kor and I realized that the Sword of Kalis was too powerful for any man to wield. It had divided us. It would have divided the Klingon people as well. We agreed, for the good of the Empire, to transport the blade into deep space. If Emperor Kalis had not been successful, it would be there still. The Emperor contacted me recently. The course of his ship would put him in the Senex system now. Be wary. The Breen have overrun that system. Kalis is an inspiration to us all, but as a modern warrior, you may find that he needs assistance. However, if you seek the Sword of Kalis, you must find the Emperor.
Report. What have you learned? I thought his obsession with the weapon was risky, but I did not expect him to actually find it in the void of space. And so I agreed to his plan to search for the blade. I should have known better. He is Kalis. Achieving the impossible comes naturally to him. It will not be a good thing if the Emperor's obsession with a relic gets him killed. Imperial intelligence has informed me that the Fakiri conducted several raids on classified data systems during the attack. They were particularly interested in intel on the weapon and the location of Kalis. If they aren't sending a fleet to intercept the Emperor, I'll eat a plate of cold dead gagh. Agreed. Return to your ship and make your way to the Sanic system at maximum warp. Hopefully, You will make it there before the Valkyrie.
Sensors are picking up readings of the destroyed Klingon fleet in the area. But there is one remaining ship. Trying to get a fix on it. It is the Emperor's ship! We are not too late. Attempting to hail them now.
Come to join the fight, have you? Good. There's no better companion in battle than a Klingon warrior. We were ambushed on our way back to Kronos. I must warn you, as strange as it may sound, we are fighting the Valkyrie. Foul demons! I thought I had rid the Empire of them forever. The mistake I will gladly correct now. More of them are inbound to my position. See if you can intercept them while we get...
That was the last of them. At least
You have fought well, warriors. There is more to be done. The Fakiri managed to beam over several boarding parties during their last attack. I would be honored if you would join me in purging them from the decks of my vessel. Very well. Beam aboard with your best warriors and put an end to these dishonorable creatures.
Yuck! It's cold. Life support must be failing. I'm picking up numerous Fakiri life signs. It looks like they're targeting the crew, working in several critical areas. Indeed. Let's deal with them first. Give the crew the space they need to repair the ship, and then head to the bridge.
We'll buckle down and use this area as an emergency station.
We will work on containing damage to this area.
Engineering was heavily damaged. If we know this, there is a good chance the Fakiri do as well. They enemy may strike there next. Let's get down there. We can secure the deck and stabilize the ship's power systems before things go from bad to worse. Let's see if we can find an engineer.
Thank you for your assistance. We don't have time to enjoy the glory of battle. The Valkyrie have done a significant amount of damage to the warp. Containment is failing, and there will be a breach unless we can find it. I must reset our environmental controls and main power. Keep those demons busy while I work. Restoring atmosphere recyclers. Suffocation is not a warrior's death. The Valkyrie must come down the main corridor to enter. Hold them at the entryway. Damage to the intermix chamber before we have a plasma leak. Bringing main power back online! I need to stay here and continue repair. The warp core is now back online and fully functional. Ship sensors indicate that the remaining Valkyrie boarding party...
The bridge will not last long without our assistance.
You made it! Good. Now we shall fight side by side, as warriors born! Ha! I fought Valkyrie thousands of years ago, and they have not grown any stronger! Crush the Valkyrie! Drive them before you! Their limitations all the way back to Grethor! We defeated the Valkyrie before, and we shall do so again! No demon can stand against a heart that beats with honor!
Your defeat will come soon enough!
A glorious fight! Come, I would speak with you, warrior. You are a stout warrior and a fine commander. Truly, you know what it means to be Klingon. There will be time for songs of honor and blood wine later, warriors. Now we must discuss the treachery of the Fakiri. Though we still live, the enemy has taken something most dear from us. The sacred blade I forged long ago in the fiery depths of Christok. The same. While we fought the Fakiri here, their fellows managed to breach the chamber where the blade was stored and escape before my warriors could. Before you arrived, Dajar taunted me with his plan. Unwise, but the Fakiri have always been arrogant braggarts, and fools besides. They mean to besiege the monastery on Boreth and offer my weapon in ritual sacrifice to secure the rise of Molor from Grethor. Indeed. For my part, I must go to Boreth and put an end to this wickedness. I will not allow Molor to return, even if I have to kill every Fakiri in the galaxy to do so. And you, will you join me in the fight against these demons?
Your report is disturbing. The Fakiri nearly killed Kahless and stole his blade. This must be avenged, and soon. The people of the Empire must believe in the strength and honor of their Emperor. I am placing you under the direct command of Kahless. Do whatever is necessary to reclaim what was taken from him. If you can bring an end to the Fakiri, do so. War with the Federation is enough of a challenge. War with the hordes of Grethor may prove to be our undoing. Serve the Empire.
Congratulations, General.
Kapla! I bring word from Emperor Kahless. The Fakiri are on the move, and he believes an attack on Boreth will happen soon. Your orders are to meet the Emperor in the Boreth system. Assist him in his efforts to defend that sacred place. Do what needs to be done to defeat the Fakiri horde. Boreth cannot fall. Serve the Empire.